Welcome back to the D. Welcome back to the Dank. It's Hank's Dank. Let's get started today. What is up, you guys? I hope everybody is back and happy and ready to do another potent video mix today. I figured the best thing I could do, honestly, is let's talk about some edibles. So I did bring out a little smorgasbord. Okay, first things first. I got 2 hundo millies. We're gonna start out the episode. Let's see here. Let's see. We've got the Mega Pearl. Which one is it? Why is it gotta be covered? Oh, it's the blue raspberry. So this is THC. It's a 1-to-1 THC to CBG. It's 100 millis. And then this one is BlackBerry. And this one is the Sleepy Indica. And it's 100 CBN to 100 THC. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's pop a few of these open. Excuse me there, by the way. Let's pop a few of these guys open. We're going to go ahead and take a little look at them. We're going to go over some stuff. I'm going to eat some of these, and we're going to see if we can hold it all together before we get to the end. How about that? So anyhow, I figured that we could take the Mega Pearls today. I'm going to take a few things. Like, we're going to get crazy with it. Don't worry. So the first thing we need to go over, well, let's do this. We're going to eat the first one. Go ahead and get 100 millis working on us. Boy, I'll tell you, those Mega Pearls are difficult, man. Boy, those are hard to get down. Like, whew. Especially if you're trying to do them all at once. Like, if you're gonna cut them, I can see how. I can see how it would work. So essentially, these are all just modes of getting oil from the plant into your gut. So basically, what happens when you eat your typical edible is that you eat it, it goes from your stomach to the intestines, from the intestines to the liver, and then through an enzymatic process, THC delta 9 gets transformed into 11-O THC. And 11-O THC is like 20 times stronger than regular THC. I don't actually know the exact numbers, but I know that it's exaggerated. And so that 11-O THC is why you see some people eat an edible and just go, wow. And it's because their body probably enzymes very well 11-O THC and it converts the delta 9 into massive amounts of high potency 11-O THC, in which they get very high. But someone like me who can eat large amounts, it probably just means mostly, though, that my liver does not convert the 11-O THC very well, in which case I end up just lackluster. But now, I'll tell you, I have found really good results with edibles that use the nanotechnology, is what they're trying to call it, I guess. But anyhow, the nanotechnology is essentially just very small particles of THC that they've strained into the product so that it basically goes straight from the liner of the stomach and absorbs through into the bloodstream, and it never gets converted. So it's just regular old delta 9 THC. So I've actually had better luck with products that do that because apparently in the process of enzyming, it takes so long that by the time it gets to that, and then not to mention my liver just doesn't enzyme it very well. So anywho, I do notice that I tend to feel the delta 9 regular through the stomach wall THC a lot better than the 11-O enzymes through my liver THC. All right, when you've got this package in front of you and it says 100 THC and 100 of CBN, what is it that they're even giving you? Like, what kind of oil is it that when it says full spectrum or if it says distillate? So, the first thing that you probably need to know is that there's loads of concentrates. There's loads of concentrates. Like, for instance, these are now made with rosin. So the raspberry lemonade infused with a full spectrum cannabis, a full spectrum cannabis extract. These are now made with rosin. So they're not just distillate. It's not just rosin. It's not just resin. It's like loads and loads and loads of different concentrates out there. So you have to be able to navigate through what you're actually buying and how much of it you're actually getting. So again, these are full spectrum. There's lots of full spectrums. And basically, let's start like this. You've got THC distillate, which is probably going to be in like 99% of all the products out there. In fact, up here, I think I have one. These are made with rosin. These are made with full spectrum. But like mostly everything else is going to be distillate. So when making cannabis distillates, they distill down the THC and they get rid of everything else. So they do not leave any flavonoids, any terpenes, anything else that can create that entourage sort of full spectrum feel, the more like typical cannabis feel. So now it is great for just high levels of THC, and it also is very flavorless. So distillate goes well with a lot of your edibles in general, just like these these cookies, lots of things where you really wouldn't want to taste it. Distillate is good for that because it provides THC without the taste. But some people have also found that the terpenes also interact with how they feel their edibles. So whether it's an indica, sativa, whether it has higher CBN, CBG, those things really kind of matter. And so full spectrum extracts made from like RSO or things like that generally tend to be a little bit better, especially like for me. I tend to feel a more balanced feeling, a more balanced effect from those products. So I do generally, especially when going for edibles for me, I tend to always be using them for sleep or pain or some sort of actual malady. And so most of the time I'm using cannabis flower or either concentrates, I'm usually just wanting to get high or maybe like some stomach relief. But with edibles, it's generally I can't sleep or I have some pain somewhere. But that is a really effective way to get rid of the pain. But at the same time, if for me, generally, I find more relief with smoking. Dosages. Okay, so I get more relief from smoking, and it's usually because when I take cannabis edibles, the dosage is usually so low, and with my liver not making the right enzyme transaction or whatever it is that happens in the reaction between THC and my liver, and then it turning it into 11-O THC. So for me, I notice that if I take THC edibly, I don't get as much results as if I smoke it. So having said that, though, there are other ways and other forms to eat it edibly than just distillate. So does one way help me more than other? For me, like I said, with my liver not enzyming, I don't really notice one really being stronger than the other as far as like noticeable effects. But now, as far as like sleep or stomach cramps or stomach pain and things like that, that I do notice a big difference in whether it be full extract or distillate. I get a lot more sleep benefits out of full extracts or even like CBN drops or things that come from the full extraction of the plant and not just THC extraction, not just THC distillation. So let's see here too. We're gonna smoke a few dabs. We're going to eat a few edibles. I've already eaten 100 millis, so we're 100 millis in. I'd say we eat. I don't know if I can take a whole nother pearl actually after that first one. I may pop. Actually, let's try some of those rosin pearls. That's what we're gonna try next. We are. We're gonna try some of the rosin pearls. Let's see if we have any that are let's see. Anything indica, just because the CBG won't be great for. It'll keep me a little bit sativa. I think these ones are indica. Perfect. Made with rosin. Wonderful. We'll start with that. So we've eaten a hundo that way. We'll eat a hundo this way. And let's box into this bitch. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I forgot they came in like this. You're about to embark on the most delicious edible experience on earth. What you do with it is your own. But we recommend exploring your world, focusing your attention on the present moment, and taking note of what gives you the most joy. Our tips for the best edible experience: start smaller, no need to rush, and get comfortable. Ooh, so much sugar. That's the one thing I notice about edibles. So much sugar. I just don't understand why so much sugar is needed. Like, um, like they're not bad, but between the soda and the edibles, it's a lot of sugar. Ugh. I'm just like sugar overwhelmed. Between that ball of sugar, the Coke, it's just a lot of sugar. Like, Jesus Christ, these edibles are full of sugar. Oh, sugar coated, it says. I'm telling you. Whoa. Oh, and those are made with rosin too. Hopefully. But after this is what I was gonna say. This is my biggest like letdown. when it comes to edibles, and I'm gonna fill you in on the dosages here in a second. Cheers. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, and so now for the disheartening stuff. So this is what I've learned after working at a dispo and really getting into the nitty gritty of it. So a gram, say 1 gram of concentrate, just on average, 1 gram is about 1,000 milligrams of THC on average. For a gram, it's about 1,000 milligrams. All right. So if someone, for instance, is selling you a pack of edibles that's 100 milligrams for the whole package, okay? So what that means is they're selling you 0.1 of a gram, a tenth of a gram of distillate. If it's disty, it's a tenth. So you're buying 0.1 of a gram of disty. So if disty is, say, on a cheap end, $20 a gram, and you're buying a tenth of that, you're buying $2 worth of disty from them. Okay, another $2 for packaging, and the rest is all going in their pocket. That's it. You're literally lining their pockets for disty. That's why I do not buy the distillate anymore. If it's not made with something a little more quality than just pure distillated THC, then I don't buy it anymore. Because pure just distillated THC is garbage. Like, they've taken out everything that makes it good weed, everything that makes it taste. Everything that makes it smell, they've taken it out. And so I'm at the point now where I'm just not buying Disty. If it's not something a little more quality, if it's not something made with a little more pride in it, I'm just not messing with it anymore. I've just got too much options. I've got too many things that I can choose from. I just can't keep going with Disty. So that's why at this point, what I look for in a good concentrate or a good edible is starting material. What concentrate is it made with? Also, dosage. If it's not more than 100 milligrams per dose, I'm sorry, but like I'm wasting my time. Just like eating these, that's like so much sugar to get such a little amount of THC when I could just smoke it and be good. Now, granted, do I want to smoke it forever? No, like I need to keep some stuff out of my lungs, So it's like I do want to have options to smoke, but I need those options to contain better oils so that it's at least worth my money. And also, trying to run the disty game on me is just not going to work anymore. I've got to have some higher quality oils, something that hits me with a little more punch. Now, granted, these full spectrums that they're using are pretty good. I think I'm already feeling the first one a little bit, but at the same time, I did just do a dab. I gave it some time, like I said. We could eat a little more, bounce it around a little bit longer, and see. I didn't want to quite end the video until I had a good, clear, conciseness as far as like how did I feel on that much. I mean, I can eat a lot more. We may even do a video soon in the future where we do like a challenge. Today was more just I wanted to fill you guys in. I was trying to think if there was anything else that I had forgotten. Uh, Now that I can think of, we went over distillate, we went over the different ones. I mean, I can do different forms of concentrates, but that's another video. I did want you guys just to understand, like, what you truly were getting with these. Like I said, when you're buying 100 milligrams, keep in mind that you're buying point 0.1 of a gram of whatever said concentrate is inside. So if, for instance, the distillate is what they're using, you're buying point 0.1 of distillate. If it's like live hash rosin, you're getting point 0.1 of a gram of hash rosin. So even though these are made with rosin, I essentially would pay $16, upwards to $20 for 0.1 of a gram. Which, sorry, if I were to buy a full gram of it, it would cost me $200. $200 per gram. I'm just flabbergasted considering I've got live hash rosin here for an entire gram for 40. So that's my only thing that I hope you take away from this is that when you're buying these edibles, think about the concentrate that's inside them. How much are they charging you for that amount of millis? And how much would that then cost you to make that same amount if you were to go and get it and do it yourself? Think about it like that. So I tell you guys what, let's do one more quick little dab ski. And then I'm going to get out y'all's hair. And it's been real. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Boy. Mm-mm-mm. I'm telling you what. Shit's delicious. So anyhow, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for if you watched the entire video. If you're still tuning in to this point, you're literally the fucking man and the champion or the woman or whatever. You are the shit. So also, if you could do me a favor at this point, like, comment, subscribe, whatever. You know the shit. You know the giggles. Please, at this point, I just want to tell you I love you. Peace. Thanks for watching.